Pray there, friends, and good afternoon from Epcot. It's your boy, the Pin Trading Pastor, and here we are for another video here at Epcot. Very, very excited. I've got my son Landon. I'm going to show him here in just a moment. But today we're going to be walking around showing you each and every pin board that is found throughout Epcot. Now, Epcot here at Disney World has been called the pin trading capital of the world. And so our goal is to walk around, look at every pin board, show you exactly where every single one of them are. And on top of that, we're actually going to be looking for every single pin trading cast member. That means lanyards, pin pads, and we are going to count every single one as we go across the park. And so I'm excited. I know Landon's excited as you're going to get to see him. And so come along with us, come along for the ride, and let's see what we can find. Okay, friends, we have an extra special treat for you today. I have my 11-year-old son Landon with me. He's going to be my partner in crime for the day. He loves pin trading. He collects Remy, he collects Pooh, and we're going to be going around looking at these boards today. Landon, show them what we're going to be looking at today.
So we are going to try to find mostly real Disney pins, and we are going to try to find lanyards and what are they called?
Pin pads.
Pin pads.
We're looking for pin pads. You want to show them what you're going to be trading today? Show them those authentic Disney pins that you're excited to show today.
So here is the first.
All right, so yeah, all authentic pins there, and you want to flip that around for us?
And here is the second.
Awesome, and Landon's on a hunt for Pooh pins and Remy pins, but obviously we've got a lot of family at home that collects too, and so we're going to be looking for pins for them as well. And so again, come along with us for the ride, see what we can find, and we're on the hunt for genuine, authentic Disney pins today. Okay, friends, so the first pin board is actually located before you check in, before you go through security, before you clock in. It's found right over here under the breezeway at the monorail station here at Epcot, and it's actually a really cool pin board. It's found on a construction cone, and so let's walk over there and take a look and see if there's anything Landon and I need for our collection. Okay, so here is that first pin board we're looking at. It is a construction cone. Obviously, this is a really, really cool pin board. We're going to take a look and see if there's anything we need for our collection today. I'm not seeing it, but maybe we have a trivia question, and we'll see what's there. Okay, so the next pin board we're going to look at is located directly under Spaceship Earth. It's going to be to the right-hand side if you're walking into the park, and it is going to be located over here at the camera center and the Pin Traders gift shop. And so if you walk right in there, we'll take a look at their pin board and see what we can find. Okay, here is where the first pin board is going to be located when you walk into the park. It's right here at the camera center and Pin Traders. And if you walk right through these double doors, we'll take a look at the pin board and see if there's anything we need. Okay, so this is the pin board found directly here in Pin Traders. We've got the pin board here, and we have a pin pad as we're counting those as well today. And I'm not seeing anything we want and need for our collection, and so we'll go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, friends, so as we walk out of Pin Traders, we actually found another pin board, and so let's take a look and see if there's anything we want and need for our collection here. Let's take a look here. I'm not seeing anything I want and need for our collection, but it is nice to see another pin board here in between Spaceship Earth and the two gift shops. Okay, so the next pin board is going to be located over here at Gateway Gifts, again underneath Spaceship Earth, and I'm going to pan the camera around here and show you where that is. Right here is Gateway Gifts, and if you walk right in here, we're going to take a look at that next pin board. Okay, this is the pin board found in Gateway Gifts, and as you can see, we're looking for real Disney pins today for my collection and Lana's collection, and I am not seeing anything we want or need for our collection, and so we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, so the next pin board we're going to be looking for is going to be found in the guest relations. As you come to the left-hand side of the park here at Epcot, obviously you see the Spaceship Earth behind me. You're going to take a left, and I'm going to pan the camera over here, and it's going to be found right here in guest relations. And so let's go in there, take a look, see if there's anything we want or need for our collection today. Okay, so this is the pin board found in the Guest Relations Center on the left-hand side of Epcot as you're walking in. And as we take a look here, I don't think Landon and I are seeing anything that we're going to want or need for our collection. And so we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, friends, so Guest Relations didn't have anything that Landon or I needed. There's my boy Landon. Didn't have anything that we needed, so we're gonna head to the center here and take a look. There's usually 2 pin boards at both of the souvenir and pin trading areas, and we're gonna walk under there and see if there's anything we need for our collection there. Okay, so here is where the next pin board is going to be. It's located at this pin trading kiosk. So we're going to walk over, take a look at this pin board and see if there's anything that we need.
Of course.
Okay, so this is the pin board here at this pin trading kiosk here in the center of Epcot before we head into World Showcase. And as you can see, there isn't really anything that Landon or I need for our collection. And so we'll move on to the next one. And this is the second pin trading kiosk that we're going to take a look at. They have a board, as you can see. Landon's got a head jump on me, and so we'll take a look and see if there's anything we need for our collection. Okay, so this is the second board located at the pin trading kiosk here in the center of Epcot, and we actually do have a pin trading cast member as well, and so we'll take a look at their pin pad. And again, there's not much I'm seeing or that Landon or I need for our collection, and so we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, so the next pin board we're going to look at is found directly behind me in Club Cool. I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see it. Used to be Beverly, the pin trading bear. It's no longer that. They actually have their own exclusive pin board now. So I'm going to flip the camera around for you. And right there is Club Cool, and that is where our next pin board is going to be located. Okay, so here is the next pin board found in Club Cool. And again, so far it's been a rough one. Landon and I have not found an authentic Disney pin that we need or want, and that remains the same on this board. But again, we're not going to give up hope. We enjoy it, and so we're going to keep on trucking. Okay, friends, so there wasn't anything inside of Club Cool that we needed or wanted for our collection, but what I want to do is pan the camera around real quick and show you. Obviously, right now we're in between the Creation Shop and the Connections Cafe. And there is a plethora of pin traders over here. Once you start building a collection and you're trying to complete collections, this is a great place to come and see tons of pin traders. So I'm gonna flip the camera around here. And as you look over here, they sit at these tables in between the causeway and the walkway here. And so there are several pin traders in action right now. And as you take a look at all of these people right now have collections and they're out pin trading, completing their sets. And so this is a good place to come when you get to a point where you really want to start completing your collection. So as you can see, we're actually taking a shortcut through Connections Cafe. It's raining outside and I do not want to get this piece of equipment wet. And so we're taking a shortcut through Connections Cafe and we're heading over to the next pin board, which will be found in the Guardians of the Galaxy gift shop. And we'll show you that here in just a moment. Okay, so the next pin board is going to be found here in the Treasures of Xandar. We're going to go in and take a look. If you go into the checkout desk, you'll see exactly where it's supposed to be. We'll go in and take a look and see if there's anything we need for our collection. Okay, and this is the pin board found in the Treasures of Xandar gift shop. And as we take a look here, there's not a whole lot that we're going to want or need for our collection. Looks like we got possibly a real one that I'll need to take a look at the back. But yeah, nothing that we're going to want or need for our collection here in the Treasures of Xandar. Okay, so the next pin board is going to be found in Mission Space Cargo Bay, and I'm going to pan the camera around so you can see it here. There is Mission Space Cargo Bay. You're going to walk right in, and the pin board should be found at the checkout counter in the back. Okay, so here's the pin board in Mission Space Cargo Bay. And again, we are looking for authentic Disney pins, things that Landon and I need for our collection. I'm not seeing anything on the board, but we do have a cast member's pin pad. And I'm not seeing anything we need that either. So I guess we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, friends, so the next pin board we're going to take a look at is found in the Test Track Gear Shop. That is the gift shop for Test Track the Ride here at Epcot. And I'm going to flip the camera around as I'm walking over this way. And it will be right here. If you walk in these doors right here, it'll be situated to the right there at the checkout counter. Okay, so here is the pin board found in the Test Track Gear Shop, the gift shop of Test Track the Ride. And as you can see, I'm not seeing anything that we want or need for our collection today. Okay, so as we make our way back out to the middle here at Epcot, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's been a rough go so far. Neither Landon or I have found any real pins on any board thus far. So it has not been a good time. Now, obviously we're having a good time, father and son bonding, but as far as finding pins, it has been a rough go. We've actually seen 6 pin pads as well. And again, not one real pin on any of those. And so we're gonna keep going as we make our way into World Showcase and loop around and see what we can find. Okay, so as we make our way into World Showcase, the next pin board we're going to take a look at is going to be found at the Guest Experience Team tent, the blue tent. If you were to take a left heading into World Showcase and head towards Mexico, I think that's the way we're going to go. Normally I start in Canada, but I think we're going to go through Mexico first. And so we'll stop by the Guest Experience Team tent, see if there's any pins that Landon or I want or need for our collection. Okay, so this is where the next pin board is going to be, found over at this Guest Experience tent. We will take a look and see if there's anything we need. Okay, so this is the pin board found at the Guest Experience Team tent as you make your way into Mexico. So we're going to take a look here. Looks like they also have a pin pad as we take a look, and I am not seeing anything that Landon or I want or need for our collection, and so we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, so the next pin board is going to be found in Disney Traders. That's going to be the souvenir shop, pin shop, as you head into Mexico. And so I'm going to pan the camera around and give you a shot of that right there. It's going to be found in this building, and we'll walk in and see the pin board. Okay, so here's the pin board found in Disney Traders, and as we take a look here, I think Landon's going to go ahead and trade for this Stitch. That's not one that we have yet, and so Landon, what are you going to put down?
I will put down this.
Darth Vader?
Darth Vader.
Okay, we'll put down Darth Vader and trade for this Stitch.
Awesome.
Okay, friends, so we're making our way now into Mexico. We're starting in the World Showcase. Again, we've had a rough time of pin trading thus far. But we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what we can find. Usually there's two pin boards in Mexico, one down inside the gift shop and then one outside where the handicap ramp is located. And so we'll take a look, see if they have them both out today. If not, we'll definitely take a look at the one inside of the gift shop. Okay, friends, as we made our way here into Mexico, it looks like there's an authentic Disney pin trading palooza, or pin parade as they like to call them. So Landon and I are going to check it out and see if there's anything we want or need for our collection. We don't see these often, but they're fun when you come across them. So as you can see, the authentic Disney pin parade is in full effect. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 pin trading cast members with boards and pads. You don't see this a lot, so this is so awesome to see, and an amazing blessing to be able to come over here and see this for the pin traders. Okay, and as you can see, look at all the different pin boards and things going on here. I'm going to have Landon make his way and take a look and see some of the things that he wants. There's a Stitch there, Landon. And over here, take a look. I'm going to film them all and then I'll come back. Wow, look at all these pin boards and pin trading cast members here in Mexico. This is phenomenal. You don't see this too often, so awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, friends, so Mexico was an amazing score. Normally, I would have gone down and showed you the pin board. And again, normally there's one sitting on the outside there near the handicap ramp. But there was a pin parade going on. And I believe, I said it in a previous post, 14 different boards were over there. And Landon and I both did amazing. We came away with some amazing pins, and we are going to take a look at those, put the pin pads down, and show you everything we just scored in just a moment. Okay, so the next country we're going to visit is Norway, and the pin board is located in the back, and we'll give you a look here in just a second. Okay, friends, so as we leave Mexico and enter Norway, as you can see, the do-rag is out, the cooling rag is in full effect. The storms did just fly through here in Disney World, and I had to bust it out. The humidity has reached a boiling point as usual, and so the cooling towel is in full effect, and we're going to be rocking that for the rest of the day. Okay, friends, so we just had an amazing opportunity over there at the pin parade in Mexico. Again, we counted 14 boards. How amazing is that? Very, very excited about that. And I want to show you some of the pins that Landon was able to score over there. So if you take a look here, he was able to come upon 2 Donald Bubble Wands, 2 Pleakleys, and again, just able to come upon some of these amazing pins, all because of that pin parade, score some of these wave beads that our family collects. And so we're very, very excited about that. Okay, so the pin board in Norway is located in the back near the Frozen ride in their gift shop, which is actually called the Fjording. And so I'm going to pan the camera around here. And the gift shop is right over here called the Fjording, and that is where your next pin board is going to be located. Okay, so here's the pin board located in the Fjording here in the Frozen the Ride gift shop, and look what Landon has found. We have found Lilo, and I know Landon's going to go ahead and want that. And what are you going to put down for Lilo?
I'm going to put down this.
Judy Hobbs?
Yeah, Judy Hobbs.
Put down Judy Hobbs in honor of WDW Kevin. So we're going to put down Judy Hobbs and Landon was able to score a wonderful Lilo Wave B pin. Okay, friends, so as we leave the Fjording, the gift shop for Frozen the Ride, Landon again was able to score an awesome Lilo Wave B pin. We try to accumulate as many Wave Bs as we can, not because we want to over collect, not because we're trying to hoard them, but because they make great traders. And the packs haven't come out for those Wave B pins yet. And so right now we are currently trying to accumulate those so we can trade when those chasers come out, do multiple Wave Bs for a chaser, or again, trade for ones that we may not be able to come across. And so we're working on that currently, but that Lilo has been, what I've seen so far, an amazing trader. And so we'll use that to complete our collection as the Wave B packs come out. Okay, so the next pin board is gonna be located in China. I'm gonna pan the camera around to show you where you're gonna walk through. So you're gonna walk under this archway, and the gift shop is gonna be located in the back, and we'll show you the name of that as we make our way towards the back. Okay, so as you make your way back here in the country of China, the pin board is gonna be found at Kidcot, and it's gonna be located here in the back at House of Good Fortune. And so you're gonna walk through the doors right here, and we'll take a look at that pin board and see if there's anything we need for our collection. Okay, so here's the pin board located in China, in House of Good Fortune's gift shop. And I am not seeing anything that Landon and I want or need for our collection, and so we will move on to the next pin board. Okay, so before I forget, I do want to show you the drip for today. Obviously got my American flag hat on there, but I do have my 116 Forgiven t-shirt on. Again, today's Sunday, it's the Lord's Day, and so just wanted to let you know that Jesus does love you. You are forgiven when you ask him into your heart and ask for forgiveness of your sins. But again, had to let you know on the Lord's Day what the drip was. Okay, so the next pin board is going to be located at the guest experience team before you enter Germany. So as you leave China and cross the bridge, there is a guest experience team, and they do have a pin board. So I'm going to spin the camera around, and that pin board will be located at that guest experience tent right there. Okay, friends, so here is the pin board found at the guest experience team as you leave China, across the bridge, and head into Germany. As again, we're looking for real Disney pins, authentic Disney pins, and things that our family needs for our collection. And right now on this board, I'm not seeing anything that we want or need. Okay, friends, well, we did spot another pin trading cast member. This makes number 15. How awesome is that? And we haven't even reached Germany yet. And so we'll take a look here, and we are going to do a blind trade, and we'll let you know how that goes here in just a moment. Okay, so as you saw, we found pin pads 14 and 15 before we entered Germany here. And Landon walked away from me, that little crazy guy that he is, because he saw the pin pad, and he was able to make an awesome trade, and he traded for the Wave B Kermit. And that's an awesome, awesome pin. Landon wants to show it to you. There's the Wave B Kermit. And then I was able to trade for an Alice in Wonderland Mix-It. So yeah, we're starting to have all the luck in the world after the rain as we make our way through World Showcase. Okay, so the next pin board is going to be found here at the gift shop in Germany, and I'm not German, but I'm going to say the Das Kohlhaus, something like that, but this is where it's going to be found. And yeah, go ahead and say in the comments what I said is wrong, because I know it was, and tell me exactly how to say it, but it's going to be found right in here in this gift shop. Okay, so here is the pin board located in the gift shop here in Germany. And again, Lan and I are on the hunt for Wave Bs, for authentic Disney pins. There's your girl, Minnie with the bob. But I am not seeing anything that we want or need on this board for our collection. Okay, so as we continue around World Showcase here, I forgot to show you the pins that I was trading today. I got so excited to get out here, pin trade, then the rain came. Landon showed you his pins, but I did not show you mine. So I'm gonna pan the camera around, let you take a look at the authentic Disney pins that I'm trading today. And so here we go. As we take a look at these pins here, you've got a few Marvel pins, a Star Wars pin, 101 Dalmatians, a Mix-It pin, and then on this side we've got a few villains, a Wakanda Forever, but again, trading real Disney pins for real Disney pins today. Okay, so the next pin board in World Showcase is going to be found in Italy. It's going to be found in their gift shop, and I'm going to pan the camera around so you can see it as well. All right, so if you go walk towards this building where it's the Enoteca Castello, that's where the pin port is going to be. And so we'll walk in there, take a look, and see if there's anything we want or need for our collection. Okay, so this is the pin board found in the gift shop here in Italy, and I've seen a couple real deal pins. Obviously you've got the t-shirt there, but I think the one that Landon's going to want to trade for is going to be this Max cup right here. And so Landon, what are we going to trade for that today?
We're going to trade this Sully Popsicle.
Real deal Sully Popsicle for the Max cup. Absolutely, good trade there. Okay, so as we make our way into America, the pin board is going to be located generally in the back to the right of Art of Disney. It's usually going to be in the Kid Cot area if it's not at the souvenir cart. And as I take a look, it doesn't look like it's a souvenir cart, and so we'll show you that board. I'm going to pan the camera around. So a lot of times it'll be right here at the souvenir cart, but I believe today it's going to be right back here next to the Art of Disney at Kid Cot. Okay, here is the pin board found in America over at the Kid Cot area. And as we take a look here, I am not seeing anything that Landon or I are going to want or need for our collection. And so we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, so as we leave America, again, that was a pin board that just wasn't something that Landon and I wanted. But again, I'm amazed. We passed another cast member with a lanyard. That's the 18th cast member that we've seen with pins. Obviously, we showed you several when we were in Mexico, and you had the Pin Palooza or the Pin Parade, whatever you want to call that. But 18 cast members, and we've just now made it to America as we've gone around World Showcase. And so we're going to see how many more we can find as we hit each pin board throughout the park. Okay, so the next country in World Showcase is going to be Japan. Again, we started in Mexico to make our way around World Showcase, and I'm going to show you here as I pan the camera around. The pin board for Japan is going to be located directly back here. You have to walk through the walkway, and it's going to be located in the very back. Okay, so the Kid Cot area is located back here in the back of Japan. So you're going to walk through these doors right here, and we will see our pin pad in the Kid Cot area to the right-hand side. Okay, here is the pin board located in Japan, in the Kid Cot area. And as we take a look here, Landon and I are not seeing anything that we're going to want or need for our collection. And so we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, friends, so as we were leaving Japan, we came across our 18th pin pad or lanyard with a cast member, and man, we are just doing well. He did have a trivia question. He didn't want that to be filmed, and so I'm going to tell you the trivia question. He did have one of the Dapper Dan Goofy pins, which Landon did trade for. So the question was, what was the first colored Mickey cartoon? He helped us out a lot. I'm going to be honest, I didn't know. Landon's guess was Steamboat Willie, but that is black and white. But the answer was Concert Band. The answer was Concert Band Mickey. And so didn't know that, but he helped us, and we were able to trade for one of the Dapper Dan Goofies. Okay, so the next country we're going to be entering is Morocco. Their pin board is located in the gift shop. And so as we make our way over here, I'm going to pan the camera around and show you the gift shop. I'm going to be honest, I don't know the name of it. I don't even know if there's a name on the outside. I'm sure there's a name for the gift shop, but I'm going to flip it around here and let you see. The pin board is located in here. It looks like it's going to be the Gifts of Morocco, and so that's where it's going to be located. Okay, and here is the pin board found in the Gifts of Morocco gift shop. And as we take a look here, I am not seeing anything that Landon or I are going to want or need for our family's collection. And so we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, so here are a couple pin pads found here in Morocco as you come to get refreshed with some water just outside the gift shop. I am not seeing anything that Landon or I are going to want and need for our collection, and so we will move on to the next one. Okay, friends, so we're going to check in with my son Landon. We have made it through Morocco, getting ready to head into France, and I just wanted to check in. Landon, are you having a good time trading?
I am, and I also got in some really good pins.
All right, let's see what you got so far.
So far I've gotten this Max cup, I think it's a mug, this Dapper Goofy, and this bug. I think it's from A Bug's Life, I'm not sure though.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it so far.
Okay. I mean, we know the other pin pads you had, you've been doing very well. Obviously, you got a few Wave B's, some Donald Bubble ones, Kermit, Pleakley. We're going to show those at the end of the video. But what's been your favorite part about today so far?
Probably just spending time with my dad, having father and son bonding time.
He's just saying that because I'm his dad, but that's one way to warm your dad's heart. I'm just having a blast with my son today. And so on to the next one. Okay, so the next country in World Showcase is going to be France. And as we make our way around here, the pin board is going to be found in the back in their souvenir shop. Again, in World Showcase, basically every pin board is going to be found in the souvenir shops. And so we're going to make our way around and show you exactly where that is. Okay, so the next pin board is going to be found in Les Halles, something like that. I don't speak French, but it's going to be found back here in this gift shop, and just follow me and we'll show you. Okay, so here is the pin board found in the gift shop here in France. And as we take a look around the board here, I am not seeing much that Landon and I are going to need today. And so we're just going to take off and move on to the next one. The next pin board we're going to come to is located on your way out of France as you make your way towards the UK across the bridge. It's found at the guest experience team tent, and I'll flip the camera around right here for you. It's going to be found right here. So let's take a look and see if there's anything we want or need for our collection. Okay, so here's the pin board found at the guest team service tent as you get ready to cross the bridge into the UK while you leave France. And we do actually have a pin trading cast member as well. And as we take a look at their pin pad, I'm not seeing anything that Landon or I are going to want or need for our collection. And so we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, friends, so the next pin board is going to be located at the pin trading cart just before you get to the UK. And so I'll flip the camera around here. Take a look. It's going to be located at this cart right here. And so we'll take a look at that pin board and see if there's anything we want or need for our collection. Okay, friends, so here is the pin board located at the pin trading cart just outside of the UK. And I know there's a couple here Landon's going to want. He's going to go for the Munchling and he's going to go for Stitch. And Landon, what are you going to put down? And while he's deciding that, we also have a pin pad. This would be pin pad number 21 that we have come across since we've entered World Showcase. And so very excited about that. Landon, what are we going to put down in return?
I'm going to put down this Alice in Wonderland cup, I think. And then I don't know who this is, but I know
That's going to be a Marvel pin, and that's going to be, I believe, a Pinocchio cup that you're going to put down. And so good two trades, Landon. Good job. Okay, friends, so here is the 21st pin pad we've come across, and we answered the question today, trivia, what is the character in Cars that really has an obsession with the tires? And we answered Guido, and that was 100% correct. And so Landon's going to trade this Wish pin for this Disneyland Cars pin. Okay, friends, so what most people would do after you hit the pin trading cart there is continue down into the UK. I don't do that. I like to head over here to World Traveler. There's usually a couple pin trading cast members in there. Sometimes a surprise pin board on the outside of it. And then as you exit the park, you do have to leave and come back in and tap back in. But there is one at the guest relations, and then there's one at the ticket booth. And so we're gonna look at both of those pin boards as well as look to see if there's any pin trading cast members inside of World Traveler. And here is World Traveler, and that's where we're headed next. Okay, friends, so this is that surprise pin board I was talking about. Here we are, and we literally walked right out of World Traveler, and there's this pin board there. And there's not anything I'm seeing that I want for my collection. Looks like Landon might want something. You might want to get that for your teacher, right? It says #1 teacher on it. So why don't you go ahead and trade something for that? Okay, so the next pin board is going to be found here in guest relations just outside of the park here in Epcot on the back side near the Skyliner. So we'll walk in here and see if there's any pins that we want or need. Okay, friends, so here is the pin board located inside of guest relations just outside the park near the Skyliner. And I see one that Landon's probably going to want. He's going to go ahead and get these pirate ears from the 2025 Wave A. And what are we going to trade today, Landon?
I'm going to trade Goofy and Mickey hanging out together. Like
the Goofy and Mickey hanging out like best buddies. We're going to put that in its place. Good job, Landon. Okay, friends, so we did score a nice pin there inside of guest relations. Normally, I would go to the ticket window. There's a pin board there, but I actually don't want to wait in this line. It's a much longer line than I'm used to. So I'm going to flip it around here and show you why. Look at that line. Yeah, that is too big of a line for me to wait for the pin board. And so we're just going to continue on and see what we can find as we enter the UK. Okay, friends, so as we enter the UK, our next pin board is going to be found in the Crown and Crest here. And as I flip the camera around here, the pin board is going to be found right in here as you enter the Crown and Crest. Okay, friends, well, here is the pin board located in the Crown and Crest in the UK gift shop. And as we take a look here, there's not really anything that I'm seeing that Landon or I need for our collection today. And so I think we're just going to move on to the next one. Okay, so as we make our way out of the UK into Canada, I do want to pan the camera over and show you there's oftentimes a pin trading cast member over at this souvenir cart over here. And so we're going to take a look and see if there is any pin trading cast members. There usually seems to be one, so we'll take a look. Okay, and this is that pin trading cast member I was talking about at the souvenir cart just outside of the UK. And I'm not seeing anything that Landon or I want or need, although I really, really do like that Gaston pin right there.
It is a
And
cool
so
pin.
on to the next one. Okay, so as we head into Canada, there is actually 3 pin boards, sometimes 4, depending upon if the DVC place has a pin board. But the very first one is going to be located here to the left-hand side, and I'll pan over here in just a second so you can see that. Okay, so the first pin board we're going to look at here in Canada is found in Northwest Mercantile. So we'll walk in there and take a look and see if there's anything we need. Okay, here's the first pin board in Canada as we walk into Northwest Mercantile, and it looks a little slim today. The ears are missing pins, but that's okay. But I am not seeing anything that Landon or I are going to want or need for our collection today. Okay, so the next pin board in Canada is going to be found down in the backhand side, actually where the next two are going to be. There's going to be one at Kidcot, but the first one we're going to stop at is found at Le Cellier. It's the very, very nice steakhouse that the family and I want to eat at here soon. But let's go ahead and walk in there and see if there's anything we need for our collections. And here's the pin board located in Le Cellier in Canada Pavilion. And as we take a look here, I'm not seeing anything that Landon and I are going to want for our collection. And so looks like we're going to move on to the next one and head on over to Kidcot. So the next pin board is going to be found directly across from Le Cellier down here at the Kidcot Fun Stop. So we'll head back here and take a look at their board and see if there's anything we need. Okay friends, here's the pin board found in the Kidcot Fun Spot, and as we take a look here, I'm not seeing anything that Landon or I are going to need, although I kind of really like that Mickey, but I believe I already have it, and when I hesitate, I don't like to put down an authentic pin unless I know it's one I need, and so I think we're going to go ahead and pass on this board and move on to the next one. Okay friends, so we've made our way over to the DVC Pavilion here just outside of Canada, and we did find another pin trading cast member, and we are going to, I know, trade for this Pluto right here because my wife does not have it, and she will be very excited when I bring that home to her. And here's the pin board located over here in the DVC Pavilion. As we take a look at this, I'm also not seeing anything that I'm going to want or need for my collection. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one as we exit World Showcase. So the next pin board we're going to be looking at is just as you exit Canada, coming out of World Showcase. It's going to be located at Port of Entry. And as I flip the camera around here for you to take a look, this is going to be your last pin board located inside World Showcases. We've already completed all 11 countries and a couple of the other gift shops. But yeah, we've had an amazing time hitting some of these boards. But we still have the right-hand side of the park, which we didn't hit on the way in, and we'll do that here in just a few minutes. But let's look at the pin board found here at Port of Entry. Okay friends, here's the pin board located at the Port of Entry, and as we take a look here, and we'll take a look at each one of these pins, again, you're seeing, just like we talked about in the last video, a lot of pins that are not authentic Disney pins, and I know Landon and I aren't seeing anything we need for our collections here, and so we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so after we've done our loop through World Showcase, the Pin Palooza, the pin parade that we saw earlier, is no longer happening. And so we are going to walk inside of Mexico in case this is the first time you've ever watched a video about pin trading, so you know exactly where the pin board is. And so I'm going to pan the camera around. Here in Mexico where the Three Caballeros ride is, and in here is where we'll see one pin board, possibly two, and we will show you those now. Okay friends, here is the pin board located in Mexico. And as we take a look here again, I'm not seeing anything that Landon and I are going to want or need for our collection. And so we are going to move on to the next board. Okay friends, so we've come across another pin trading cast member. This is the 27th pin pad we've seen today. And although we're not seeing anything for our collection on this pad, again, it's amazing to have seen 27 different cast members and their pin pads. Okay, so as we've made our way outside of World Showcase and back to the middle of the park, there is a pin board that has been here for the last couple times that I've been here that I want to show you. Not one that has usually here, but has been here last several times, so I'm going to pan the camera around. Over here at the Festival Favorites booth, you can see the pin board as we walk up is inside the glass there, and so all you got to do is ask a cast member and they will show you that board. Okay, so this is the pin board found over here at the Festival Favorites, and as we take a look here at the board, again, awesome pin board, but I'm not seeing anything that I want or need for my collection. But there you go, Minnie with the bob. Gotta love seeing her on there. On to the next one. So the next pin board, as we move our way from the middle of the park over towards the Land Pavilion, is going to be found at the pin trading cart right outside of Communicore Hall. So I'll pan over here and show you Communicore Hall. And then right here is the pin trading cart, and they will have a pin board if you ask. And here is the pin board located at the pin trading cart just outside of Communicore Hall there. And again, I'm not seeing anything I want or need for my collection, and so we will move on to the next one. Okay friends, so also over near this board was a pin trading cast member, and this is the 30th pin pad that we've seen today. We're not seeing anything on there that we need, but again, an awesome time seeing a 30th pin pad today. So the next pin board as we make our way towards the land pavilion is going to be located at the guest experience team blue tent over here. And so as I flip the camera around for you, it will be located right here at the guest experience team tent. We'll go take a look and see what their pin board has to offer. Okay friends, here's the pin board located at the guest service team blue tent here. And as you can see, there isn't anything we're going to want or need. Again, we're looking for authentic Disney pins today, stuff for our collection, and we're not seeing anything on this board, so on to the next one. Okay friends, so the next pin board is going to be located right next to Journey into the Imagination with Figment. It's located in the gift shop, and so what I'm going to do is pan the camera around here and show you. It's going to be on the left-hand side, and so we're going to make our way over here. It's where the meet and greet is with Figment. There would be the ride for Journey into Imagination with Figment, but we're going to head over here to the left-hand side, and that's where the next pin board will be found. Okay friends, this is the pin board found inside Journey into Imagination with Figment, and as you can see here, there's not anything we're going to want or need for our collection as we're looking for real Disney pins. But as you look over here, you will see the 31st pin pad that we've seen in our Trek Around World showcase. And again, nothing that we need there, but an awesome time here. And again, good pin board when you can make it back here to take a look. Okay, so if you've watched vlogs and videos with WDW Kevin and a couple other people, you've seen that they've gone into the land pavilion. I'm actually walking by that right now. I have gone in there several times. I have yet to find a pin trading cast member or a pin board. So for me, I'm gonna skip by, especially with the weather, as it looks like it's about to pour here soon. And we're gonna head on over to the Sea Base Aquarium where our next pin board will be located. Okay, so the next pin board is located here inside of the Sea Base Aquarium. Let's take a look, walk in, and see if there's anything we need for our collection today. Okay friends, so this is the pin board found inside the Sea Base Aquarium, and as we take a look here again, we're on the hunt for authentic Disney pins, and Landon's already seen two that he's really excited about. I think we're going to take this Cogsworth ear hat, and I think we're going to take this Darth Vader. And what two are we going to put down today, Landon?
We are going to put down this Tigger popsicle and this Beetle shirt.
Okay, we're going to put the Wasp t-shirt down, and we're going to put down the Tigger popsicle. Awesome. Okay friends, so the Sea Base Aquarium was quite good to us. Found a nice Darth Vader pin, as well as a Cogsworth hat, ear hat that we were looking for. And so two awesome pins. And Landon, again, this is your reminder, trade real for real. Authentic Disney pins for authentic Disney pins. And Landon put down the Tigger popsicle and put down the Wasp Marvel t-shirt. And now we're gonna head over to Coral Reef and see what we can find. So as you make your way out of the Sea Base Aquarium there and make your way towards Moana Journey of Water, which if you've never done is an awesome adventure as you walk through and get to see the waves and put your hand through the water and make music. It's an awesome time. We're gonna hit our last pin board. So I'm gonna show you, well, there's the Moana Journey of Water, and then right across from that is gonna be the Coral Reef restaurant. And that pin board is gonna be located right back here as you walk through the doors. And that is going to be our last pin board of the day, as we have hit every single pin board located here in Epcot. So we'll take a look and see if there's anything we want or need for our collection. Okay friends, so here is the pin board located inside the Coral Reef restaurant. And again, it is our last pin board we're doing today. And as we take a look around the board here, again, we're looking for pins that we've never really had before, definitely authentic Disney pins. And as I take a look here, there's a Eeyore pin here that stuck out to Landon. So I think Landon's going to go ahead and take that.
Trade this thing. It's from a hidden Mickey.
Looks like he's going to trade the villain there and put that down.
Eeyore.
And for Eeyore. Awesome. Okay, friends. Well, before I jump off here and kind of close out the video, I did want to show you what Landon and I were able to come across today here at Epcot. We had a wonderful day pin trading. That Pin Palooza, or the pin trading train that we came across, the pin parade, was awesome. And so I'm going to pan around here and show you what we came across. We came across 3 full of the pin folio mini boards there, front and back. And so let's pan the camera around here and I'll show you these.
Here's the first one.
So the first one here, as you can see, several Wave Bs there. Got a couple Pleakley's and R2-D2 Bubble Wand, 3 Donald Bubble Wands. Very excited about that. And then on this side, again, several that we're really excited about, but we have 2 Kermits, a couple of the cupcakes, a Lilo Wave B, and a Shmi ear hat. On this one, Munchling, Ariel, one of the new Fantasy Flights, a Disneyland pin. And then on this side, again, a Munchling, a Max Cup, Cogsworth, Darth Vader. just several very, very good pins today. And then the last pin board, again, just stuff we look for our collections. Probably a couple boo-boo kitties there, as you see. You've got a Olaf cup there that Landon likes, but you've got Ariel, which I collect. You've got Stitch, which I collect. And then on this side, a couple of the Wave A's, a Mix-It. Just an amazing day of pin trading here at Epcot. Well, as we wind down our day of pin trading, Landon, did you have a good time today?
Bye there, friends, and remember that Jesus loves you.
All right, friends, well, that's going to do it for us here from Epcot. Another wonderful, epic day of pin trading. We had a blast. We got to see the Pin Palooza, got to see the Pin Parade, got amazing pins, got to bring my son Landon with me for the first time since I've been shooting videos, but we had an awesome time. We showed you every single board that was here at Epcot. We counted 31 pin pads that we saw, 31 pin pads and lanyards that we saw today. And so, again, an amazing day of pin trading. Maybe they're right. Maybe Epcot is the mecca of pin trading. This is where everybody wants to come if they're going to pin trade. And so I had a blast. I look forward to shooting more content. Again, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. We look forward to bringing you more content. Again, later in the week, we're going to be staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge, bringing you content from there, showing you the one-bedroom room that we're going to be staying in. And so please come along for the ride. We love having you, love being able to bring you the content. And as always, friends, love God, love people. Stay blessed.